Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Kennesaw State Owls Dynasty here on College Football 25. Our Owls come off a loss in Week 1 of this Year 2 season as we fell to number 22 Wake Forest in Week 1. Now we're here against Indiana in Bloomington as the Hoosiers, one of the top teams not ranked. They're actually receiving votes right now, I think, as the 27th team in the nation. We're here from Memorial Stadium. There's Heps Rock, and the Hoosiers a very good season last time out. 10 wins in their first season in this new look Big Ten. But Kennesaw State actually a higher overall across the board here from Indiana. But of course the Hoosiers have had more time to kind of establish themselves as we're now underway. And let's see if the Owls can upset the Indiana Hoosiers here on the road. The first time we're going to face a Big Ten opponent here in this Dynasty series. There's Josh Terry, and Davis Bryson, the junior quarterback, has started every game so far in this Dynasty. We threw out the freshman Devon Stanzi a little bit last week, but we figured that we should give Bryson another go. Our offensive line really struggled to get any semblance of pass protection last week, and Bryson has gone through a lot, endured a lot as our starting quarterback, so we'll give him another shot here today. But we might see Devon Stanzi if things don't go up from last week. So starting at the 22-yard line, a give here for Gavin Garcia. Spins off a tackle and a good 7-yard carry to open the day. Last week against Wake Forest, Eldrick Robinson II had, I believe, 11 tackles, 3 for loss, 2 sacks, and he was actually named the National Defensive Player of the Week. Hopefully we can contain the big names here on the Hoosiers defense. Now a first down after another Garcia to carry. This week we just got to stay composed, play our game, and not get too ahead of ourselves, too aggressive, especially when it comes to the passing game. And again, we'll start a carry for Garcia. A little patient, gets 5. Now Quay Ashley into the backfield, and he does get the call. Good blocking up ahead, and a nice little scamper there from Ashley. Gets 11 on his first touch. D'Angelo Pons, number 5 there at corner. The top-rated player on this Indiana defense, one of the top corners in the Big Ten. Go back to a give there for carry. It is going to be a flag, though, coming back probably to a hold. That penalty brings us back now to the 39, 1st and 19. And we do not need those self-inflicted wounds. Ashley trying to, squeeze through that little lane. Brought down by Aiden Fisher, the top linebacker on this Indiana team. As it's now 2nd and 15. Ashley still the lone back. Bryson back to pass here for the first time. Fumbles. And it's going to be recovered by Indiana. I didn't see the pressure, break in so soon, but that's what we dealt with all of last week. So the first drop back here for Bryson. I thought he was able to get that pass off, but I guess not, as he coughs it up, and the Hoosiers take over now, deep within enemy territory. Mikhail Kamara, one of the top D ends on this team. And you see the hand going forward. But yeah, he didn't have the ball all the way through that delivery. So unfortunately, it looks like that was a clean fumble. And that is not what we needed to do, turning it over in our own territory early on in the game. So Indiana, just like that, now takes over. And they'll start a give there for Wilson. Breaks a tackle and then brought down after 4. Our defense did play very well on the road against a ranked Wake Forest team last week, allowing just 28 points. Although our offense only 12 points, we could not find the end zone, but we did have a few field goals there from Britton Williams. That's Elijah Surratt, one of the top receivers in the nation. As he made that grab, gets ahead for the first down. Now a fresh set at the 25 for Indiana. Tyler Cherry going to give to the back, brought down, fumbles, and we get it right back, but I think that might have been ground forced. But Jam Warren going to scoop it, and Tyler Cherry, the only man he has to beat, and Jam Warren going to take this all the way back for the house call. But as I said, it might be coming back. It might have been ground forced, but if this does stand, this will be the first touchdown we score in this Year 2 season, and I really hope that it holds. And Britton Williams is on for the extra point, so that is going to hold as each team trades fumbles early on. First it was Davis Bryson, and then the running back there, I think that was Wilson, who coughed it up for Indiana. So a weird turn of events here to start, and the Owls now have the lead. We'll certainly take a 7-0 lead, our biggest lead so far of the season, as Indiana going to take over at the 25. So the Hoosiers back out there here to try it again. Tyler Cherry, a freshman quarterback, killed it last week in his debut with 4 touchdowns, over 300 yards, in a 31-6 win over Old Dominion. Good effort there by the receiver. Love, as he broke a couple tackles, gets ahead for the first. Now a 1st and 15 at the 33. Cherry. Going to swing that underneath. We had Westmoreland all over the tight end. That's going to go for a loss. Was that a loss of 10 there on that little dump off? Loss of 5, loss of 10. Either way, we'll take it, as that backs him up even further after the penalty. Now 2nd and 25. Again, they go underneath to the tight end. Garland Benyard there had an interception last week on the opening drive of the game. Makes a good tackle there. Now 3rd and 20. And I feel like we have not been good in these 3rd and very longs. Cherry back to pass. There are a couple guys open vertically. He doesn't identify him, though. Going to try and roll out to the right, and he's going to be swarmed there by a few Kennesaw State Owls defenders. Poor processing on that one by Cherry. He had 2 guys, vertically up the seam. Probably could have went for either one of them, but sat back there in the pocket. That's Devin Ross, a redshirt freshman at corner. He's our starting slot corner this season, and they'll give him the sack, although it might be a half sack there with Jordan Miles. But now a fumble, and now we force 3 and out. Very good turnout here for our Owls defense to start. Gavin Garcia going to field this, I believe, from the 25, as he works up to the 38. 4:44 remaining here in this first quarter. Kennesaw State with the lead. Go play action here to start. Try and get that off for Stewart. And he can't break that tackle, and that will go for a loss. Now 2nd and 12. Go back to the ground game here for Garcia. Try to stay a little patient. Nothing opens up. And it's now 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10. Benyard now in the backfield. Will try double post. As Bryson takes the snap, we'll swing that out for Benyard, but he is going to have a man there underneath. And he goes out of bounds anyway, so not the best placement on that throw from Davis Bryson. Now Joshua Hewitt on to punt. We've gotten a little bit better with punting. We'll see how this one goes, though. We are kicking against with 12-mile-per-hour winds. That one, not a good one, as it will be fielded and brought up to the 33. Indiana back out there on offense, trying to get something going. A fumble and I think it was a 3 and out last time. Nice lane there for the back, right up the middle, as he does get ahead for the first. Elijah Green got the carry that time. They are switching backs here, I believe. Elijah Green, Hashawn Wilson. And now they do go to Wilson. And Denise Johnson going to bring him down. Good pursuit that time, reading that run. Brings him down after just 2. Now 2nd and 8, and this first quarter has flown by. Already heading towards the 2-minute mark. We're going to give it to Love there, and Denise Johnson again, a very good tackle against the run. Now 3rd and 4 from midfield. Last time Indiana was in Kennesaw State territory, they did cough it up. And almost connect there with the tight end Tyler Hollum, able to get over and just barely forces that one incomplete. And again, a Hoosiers drive stalls out here to start the game. Morton on for the punt. And Garcia going to field this. Should have maybe just let it bounce. But we do work back towards the 20. Kennesaw State back out there on offense, a 3 and out to start. We have Benyard in the backfield here. Breaks a few tackles now, breaks into the 2nd level. Benyard now scoots ahead for 23 on his first carry. First down now at the 43. Go RPO here. Should have threw that one, but we'll still take a yard. 2nd and 9. We'll try slot wheel here. Bryson takes the snap. No one open, and Davis Bryson going to be sacked by Tadarius Collins. Was in the backfield as well. So that will take us to the end of the first quarter. 7-0 Owls. Our defense doing an outstanding job so far, overcoming that early turnover on offense. Our only points right now by way of a scoop and score. 51 rushing yards, 0 passing yards. And our passing offense really, really struggled there in week 1. But I hope today here we can kind of put together a more formidable effort. Now we have a 3rd and 14. I think we'll have Garcia, just an extra man there in pass protection to help out. As Bryson takes the snap. Try for Bohannon. And we do connect with him on the timing route. So that one goes for about 15 or 16. As Bryson's first, substantial completion of the day moves us into Indiana territory. We'll go a run here for Garcia. Able to squeeze up the middle for 7. Now 2nd and 3. as we do have 10 minutes remaining in this first half. We'll go back to the ground game. Garcia, blocks don't really open up, is able to get one. Now 3rd and short. And again, we'll just give it to Garcia, and he does get ahead for the first. Benyard back in the backfield. Going to play RPO here. And we'll just keep it with Benyard. Nothing doing there, brought down in the backfield. Going to try double slants this time. If they send pressure there off the right side, Kent should be open. And they do blitz, but they have that safety crashing down. Very good design there on defense. And that's really not really going to get us anything. And it's now 3rd and 12 at the 37. Not quite in field goal range. Bryson takes the snap. Trying to get Bohannon underneath. He makes the catch, but he is short of the first down. So we will bring out Britton Williams for a 45-yard field goal attempt, kicking against 12-mile-per-hour winds on the road. He went 4 for 4 last week with a 50-yarder, but this a little bit tougher, I would say. But it looks good. We got good there on the meter, and that one up and in. So now 10-0 Owls. A very good start here in Bloomington. Indiana now set to return the kickoff. And they will be stopped there around the 15-yard line. Good coverage there on that kickoff. And the Hoosiers desperate to get something going here on offense. Their drive stalling out. They'll go quick screen here for Surratt. And he'll be brought down after 10 2nd and inches. Cherry from the shotgun. And false start. Everybody moved up front. So now it'll go back to 2nd and 5. We'll bring out the 4-3 set here against the 2 tight ends. And they are going to pass. And that's intercepted by Tyler Helllooo. That one got a little bit away from Elijah Surratt. Not the best throw there from Tyler Cherry. A quick one there on the slant, I believe it was. And Tyler Helllooo crashes in for the interception. The 2nd-year starter at corner. Our #1 corner this year after Jericho Washington transferred to Eastern Michigan. And we love to see that. The 2nd turnover now forced for this Owls defense, as we're now going to be set up inside the red zone. Now Kennesaw State at the 16 on the doorstep here of increasing this lead. We'll go triple option here. We're gonna, but we kind of liked what Garcia had up the middle. Now 2nd and 5 at the 11. Still trying for our first offensive touchdown here of this year 2 season. Bryson takes the snap. We'll just go there for Moss. And Christian Moss hauls that in. Pushed ahead for his first catch of the season. Transferred over from Virginia Tech a couple years ago and just has not really put it together, unfortunately. Although no one in our passing game really has. Now 1st and goal at the 5. We'll go back to the run game here. Garcia really nothing doing. And then we'll have Benyard check into the backfield. 2nd and goal at the 4. Working here against the light box. And we had the pull going there to the left, but did not pick up Mikhail Kamara, who gets in for the tackle for loss. He's having a very good first half here. That's now 3rd and goal at the 8-yard line. Bryson takes the snap. Have a man open, and that's Bryce Dobson, the sophomore wide receiver. We have high hopes for him moving forward. I want to say his 2nd career touchdown. I think he had 1 on just 2 catches last year, but he'll get the offensive scoring going for us here this season with our first touchdown. Like I said, very high hopes there for Bryce Dobson. An easy read from Davis Bryson, as we are kind of putting together a complete half of football, which we really, really like to see. It was very worrisome against Wake Forest there in week 1. We had 12 points, but just could not strike, inside the red zone. We couldn't strike for touchdowns in that vicinity, but it's good to kind of turn the tide here early on, as that Williams extra point makes it 17-0 here. An outstanding start to this game for our Kennesaw State Owls. Indiana, another chance here to return it, as they have some work to do, as that's Gabriel Benyard, the offensive standout, turning in some work here on special teams. And our kickoff coverage has been tremendous here, along with our defense. Indiana forced to start here at the 14-yard line, 4:29 remaining in this first half of play. And very good lateral awareness there by Benyard, just working across the line. And he found the run lane there to make the stop. No gain that time. Now 2nd and 10. Tyler Cherry under center really needs to get something going here for the Hoosiers. He's going to swing that out, and that goes incomplete. And Tyler Cherry and the rest of the team very, kind of rattled right now. Very uncharacteristic here going up against Kennesaw State at home, coming off a big win and a big season. Cherry now on third down, as he'll hit his man Surratt there on the curl, and he's not going to get the first down. That is absolutely crazy, as we were there to make the stop. 4th and inches, and they're going to be forced to punt from their own 24-yard line. And not the best punt there. Garcia going to have a chance to field here, and he's going to work it towards the 50. The Owls already up 3 scores here. Starting at the 48-yard line, Bryson takes the snap. Trying to step up, and he fumbles, kicks it ahead. And again, Indiana's going to recover the fumble. What is up with our ball security? We had Devon Stanzi fumble a couple times in his limited role last week. And then Bryson trying to, scramble, kind of maneuver in the pocket a little bit. And again, that's Mikhail Kamara having a monster first half. We ran into our own lineman there and then brought down, fumble. Let's take a look at another look at that one up in the corner. Just want to make sure that was a clean fumble. And it was, unfortunately. And then he kicks it as he's being brought down to the ground. So 2 Davis Bryson fumbles have hampered our offense, but we're still up 17-0 as Indiana has also turned it over a couple times. Now Cherry on the keep, going to be hit hard there from Sidney Porter, but he does get ahead for the first. We're in a tremendous spot there to maybe extend the lead or at least, kill the rest of the half. But Indiana forces another fumble. We go back to the running game here for Wilson. He gets ahead for the first. Now at the 29-yard line, just before the 2-minute warning. A tunnel screen there for Omar Cooper. He jumps ahead for a first. And now we do hit the 2-minute warning. 17-0 here. Indiana trying to get on the board. Have a man wide open over the middle. It's the tight end. A good stop there by Nelius Johnson. 9 yards. Stops him before the first down, so the clock will continue to run. As we are now at the 1.5-minute mark. Some movement up front again. And penalties have kind of cost this Indiana offense so far. Backed up 5 now. 2nd and 6 at the 14. Cherry has a man wide open over the middle. That's Surratt. Breaks an arm tackle there from Johnson and finds the end zone. The Hoosiers were not going to get blanked here in the first half of play. They're showing some good fight despite some turnovers, despite some offensive drives stalling out. But I don't think we're going to be able to, keep this Big Ten team quiet for too long as they are setting off the cannons here. Elijah Surratt, the senior receiver, one of the top in the Big Ten, as he finds the end zone for Indiana's first score of the day. Now 1:23 remaining. We're not going to do anything crazy, but we will start with this screen here, see if we can get a big chunk. That'll kind of dictate what we're going to do going forward, as instant pressure as Bryson just, hit and has to get rid of that one. So 1:21 remaining. And we'll just audible to read option here. I'll just keep with Garcia. And so he'll take that up for 3. And Indiana is going to call a timeout, so it's going to be 3rd and 7 at the 28. Try levels here. Bryson takes the snap. And again, we just can't even get rid of it. No time to get set and throw, which was the case all of week 1. And while it looked a little bit better early on, we haven't really thrown too much, but it did look a little bit better, but not on the past few drives. Now, Indiana a chance to score again before the end of the half. Very good play there by Silas on special teams, as Indiana 1:06, 2 timeouts, back out there at the 30. Plenty of time to get a quick scoring drive just underneath. A quick hitch there for the tight end, breaks a tackle, and then brought down after 6. The Hoosiers burn another timeout. Now 1:01 remaining. Cherry to pass. And he has a man, bad throw, but somehow Elijah Surratt comes back and adjusts to it. I thought we were going to have an interception there, but a very good catch there by Surratt. Not the best throw from Cherry, but got it where it needed to be. As Indiana now at the 47. Cherry going to work to the left. He's brought down. Tried to get rid of it, but did not. Tyler Anger, the freshman DN, but we have him in on the interior here in these pass rushing situations, and he gets home for his first career sack. And now Indiana going to swing that out up the sideline as the man does go out of bounds. Now 3rd down here at the 45. Really need to get a stop here. Don't want them to get any more points. Cherry going to try and step up. He's going to run, and he's going to get the 1st down. A poor attempt there by Johnson, as Cherry will slide down there at the 29. Good coverage downfield from the Owls, which allowed Cherry to kind of just step up for the 1st, as he'll take the snap here. Works to the left, being chased, and just barely gets rid of that one. Pressure there by Adam Watkins. And now just 7 seconds remaining here. They do have a timeout, but we'll see how this goes. Interesting development here as how they handle the end of this half. They're going to go over the top, and they're going to have Elijah Surratt. And just like that, it's a 3-point game. The Owls up 17-0, and Elijah Surratt had other plans. 2 touchdowns here for the senior wide receiver, the all Big Ten preseason All-American. And the Hoosiers cut this one down to just 3 points here with some late scoring drives. We'll just give Wallace a chance here with 3 seconds to last play here in this first half. Nothing doing there. An awful return. Gets to the 12, and that will bring us into halftime. Kind of deflated at this point. Up 17-0, and then our defense could just not hold there down the stretch as they surrendered those 2 passing touchdowns from Cherry to Surratt. But a couple sacks, a couple fumbles recovered. For the Indiana Hoosiers, at least, we have 1 fumble recovery, but we also do have that interception from Tyler Hollum, a scoop and score early on from Jam Warren, which found our 1st touchdown here of the season. Davis Bryson to Bryce Dobson for our 1st offensive touchdown. Britton Williams field goal made it 17-0, but we just could not hold. Hopefully our defense can show a little more stability down the stretch, but this Indiana offense just, a talented receiving core. Tyler Cherry just took him a little bit to kind of get settled, but it looks like the freshman quarterback is kind of getting his mojo at this point, and he will get the ball here to start the 2nd half. Joshua Hewitt on for the kickoff, kicking with 12-mile-per-hour winds, as that one will go for a touchback. Now Indiana trailing by just 3 at this point, a chance to either tie it, take the lead on this drive. We'll go underneath, and Garland Benyard there for the stop after an 8-yard gain. Now 2nd and 2. We go quick screen to the outside there, breaks a tackle, and then brought down a good one there by Brandon Hillman. And that's Lee again, his 3rd catch. Already 2 catches now in the first 2 plays here in this 2nd half of play. 1st down, Indiana at the 46. Cherry to pass. Swing that to the tight end, breaks an arm tackle, and then wrapped up there by Benyard, 6 yards. Cherry making some adjustments now into Owls territory. Another screen there for Surratt. Again breaks a tackle, and then he'll be brought down across midfield. Indiana moving the ball here very well on their opening drive of the half. Now at the 39, Cherry. A lot of time to throw here. They just have a man open there towards the sideline. Just misses him. That's Omar Cooper. Looked like it was just out of his reach. And we'll certainly take that. A couple just, slight misses from Tyler Cherry here today. But you would assume, going on through his career, those are some areas he tightens up. Now out of the backfield, they'll get Cooper, and he gets ahead for the 1st down. Now at the 29, a fresh set for the Hoosiers. As they'll go back to the passing game underneath to the lead. Got to get a little bit better in tackling, but just aimlessly hit stick after completions, and that is not going to get the job done. 2nd and 1 now at the 20. As the Hoosiers work their way back into the red zone, trying to take the lead. Good catch there by Surratt, working against Q Billingsley there in man coverage. As Surratt now 2 touchdowns on 8 catches and 100 yards even. Surratt has certainly come to play today, as I've said a couple times, one of the top receivers in the nation. I believe 88, 90 overall or so. Cherry again, a lot of time to throw, being chased, and gonna just launch that towards the sideline there in the end zone. 27 pass attempts for Cherry, just 9 for our Davis Bryson. 2nd down. Oh, very good run blocking there, as Wilson brought down just barely there at the 1. 1st and goal, 4 chances here to pound it in. We're gonna just go engage 8 here. And they do throw it. That's a perfect counter. And Surratt gonna find the end zone again for the 3rd time. His 9th catch and his 3rd touchdown, as Indiana has gone up 21-17 now. They dropped 3 straight touchdowns. Tykeem Wallace going to take this from about the 8-yard line, as he does get ahead to the 27. Now, Kennesaw State trailing for the first time today. Going to have to just, keep our composure, reset, take it one play at a time. Go back to the running game here. Gabriel Benyard going to get him a little bit more incorporated at running back, as Gavin Garcia has not had the best day back there. Although he is going to come back out for this one. 2nd and 7. We'll give it to him up the middle, only 2. 3rd and 5 here. Certainly want to avoid the 3 and out. Quick one there for Moss, and he'll take that ahead for the first 10 yards. Now at the 42, more than halfway through this 3rd quarter. And again, Garcia limited to just 2 yards. Try to smash this time. Bryson takes the snap. Try to get Bohannon there in a crowd. Bohannon did have it in his hands, but a tough grab to come down with. As again, we'll face a 3rd down. 3rd and 8 here. Try to flood post. As Bryson takes the snap. Over the middle there for Moss, and he makes a catch. Very good route there. Good timing throw from Bryson to move the chains. As we now have a 1st down in enemy territory. Go back to Benyard here. A little bit better blocking than we've been accustomed to. 6 yards. And now 2nd and 4. Garcia back out there. As I don't know if he got ahead for the first, but Gabriel Benyard, seeing there, looks to be a little banged up. Hopefully nothing too serious. Our 1st team National All-American from last year. Very good contributor from the backfield, from the slot as a return man. As Garcia, I think his longest run now was at just 6 yards, and Benyard hip bursitis. He will return soon, so that is a good sign. As we have a 1st down at the 29. 21-17 here, Indiana. Gonna go stretch. Garcia does have a nice spin move there, but no room to work with. Now 2nd and 9. We'll actually try scat here instead. We'll have Dobson. And that one, I'm not sure how the miscue there. I'll take that one skipped in the dirt. We'll go smash this time. And this week I just let Coach call the plays. Last week I didn't really do a good job with play calling. Kind of struggled, so we just gave it to the coach this week. 3rd and 9. Quick one there for Benyard up the seam, but we can't find him. As now it'll be another 45-yard field goal attempt here for Britton Williams. This one we are kicking against the wind, though. That one up. It looks like it's going to be right down the middle. As again, Williams connects from 45. Still trailing, though, a 21-20 game now. The Hoosiers still on top. Indiana back out there. We really have not had an answer on defense since the early goings. This time Wilson, a big hole opens up. He gets 10. Deshaun Wilson, 40 yards on just 5 carries. And they'll give it right back to him. This time not going to do anything as he's stopped at the line by Johnson. Maybe a little aggressive here on this 3rd and 1 at the 34. Bring the corner blitz. As this 3rd quarter winds down, they're going to go for Wilson. And he is just barely able to get the forward progress. Thought we might have stopped him at the line or behind the line, but not where the ball is spotted. And the Hoosiers get an essential, fresh set of downs here. Looks like someone did jump off sides. Play action here definitely got us as Surratt makes the catch. Breaks a couple tackles, and all that just for a 2-yard gain. Less than a minute now left. 2nd and 8 at the 38. Brings some man coverage here for one of the first times in this game. They go, I thought that was play action that time. Wilson kind of redirects, and he finds some room for the 1st down. Now into the final seconds here. This might be the last play if they call one, and they will. Quick screen there towards the sideline. A lot of room to run there for Lee, as he's finally brought down there by Tyler Holm. Now Cherry up to 223 passing yards, 3 scores, all of which came to Elijah Surratt. So a very good game here in Bloomington. 21-20. You see the targets there. 11 for Surratt, 6 for Lee and Foley, and then 3 there for Omar Cooper Jr. as the Hoosiers take a 1-point lead into the 4th quarter. Our Owls squandered a 17-0 lead, as we do now trail by 1. Hoosiers driving again here, And as I mentioned, we just have not had an answer for this offense as we've gone along here. Cherry back to pass. Again, you know, just the short game, they're working with these just these passes, you know, behind the sticks, at the sticks. And they're kind of working out when you get these guys into space, give them some room to rack up some yards after the catch. Now 2nd and 10. Cherry back to throw. Just going to drop that off for the tight end. Good tackle by Benyard. Does get 9. Going to bring some pressure here. Linebacker dogs. Man coverage a little aggressive, but... And I was about to call an audible, but it looks like I was better off not, as again they just go Surratt, you know, this throw at the line. 4th and 1, and they are going to go for it here. Cover 1 slant crash. I don't really trust our man coverage to hold up, but if we can get home. They go direct snap to the running back, catches us off guard, and that one is going to work. Wilson picks up the first. Very interesting play call by Indiana that time. Certainly caught us off guard. Now 1st down at the 12. Just 9 minutes remaining in this game. They go back to Wilson as he's brought down there in the running lane by DJ Stewart, the linebacker transfer from UL Monroe. Bring our big nickel set out here. We've been in big nickel most of the day. Cherry to pass, a quick one there as he does find his man, brought down just at the 1. So 1st and goal at the 1. And this looks like another drive where Indiana, you know, just forced it down our throat, moved the ball very well. Just could not get any stops. They go play action, and they have a man wide open. That's the tight end, Brody Foley, I believe. The 4th passing touchdown now for Cherry. So I think now in his first 2 career starts, each of them have provided him with 4 passing touchdowns, as Indiana now going to make an 8-point lead pending the extra point with 8 minutes remaining. Now the Owls back out there. Still a 1-possession game. I think we'll audible to a run here, though, for Benyard. As he will take it. Brought down after 4. Here we'll try and get him on this scat concept, but I was thinking audibling to a run, but I think we'll just stick with what we have. Benyard was covered. A lot of room to run here for Bryson, though, as we'll just slide ahead. We can't take any risks with his fumble history, as we'll just take what they give us and be happy with it. Now just 7 minutes remaining. Kennesaw State now at the 40. Good lane opens up there for Garcia, gets 6. Go right back to the running game here, give it to Garcia. I see we'll get ahead for the first across midfield. Benyard now the back, and he does get the call. And probably just 1 or 2 that time. Now 2nd and 9. Bryson takes the snap. We'll go underneath there for Moss. He's hit hard but does get 4. And Christian Moss hasn't made, you know, a huge impact, but he has had 3 catches here today, but all of which I think were under 10 yards. So the yards per reception not going to be anything groundbreaking on 3rd down here. We have a man, Stewart, that's transferred tight end from Nebraska, hangs on for the first. And Benyard is a little shaken up on the wear and tear right now, though he is out there in the slot. We're going to counter to Garcia, and he gets ahead for 4. We had stretch here, but we'll go to slam with the light box there. Hopefully we can get some good push up the middle here on this Garcia run. And probably poor vision that time. Could have worked that one a little bit better. And now brings up a 3rd and 4. Time is kind of winding down, just 3.5 left here. Bryson takes the snap. And we're going to be sacked. Just no pass protection at all throughout this game. You know, we can't even go on a drop back without being instantly taken down. I don't know about a punt here. I mean, we're just going to all but turn it over. I mean, that's funny. We call a timeout, and now they're telling us to go for it before they were telling us to kick it. I don't know what the best concept is here for this situation. 4th and 14. Try flood post here. Benyard is out there, even though I took him off the depth chart. I don't know what that's about. So 4th and 14 here. I don't know if we're going to get Benyard there. Maybe Dobson. We'll try for Benyard. Coming back to it. He makes the play. What a catch by Benyard, as he's going to get 26 and the first down. All came down to that pretty much, and we were able to convert. We'll try shock this time. Bryson takes the snap. Just a quick one there for Carson Kent. I believe his first catch of the day. As he does haul that one in. Now 2nd and 9 at the 9. We'll get one more quick one off here before the 2-minute warning. As Garcia does not get ahead for the first. So we will have 3rd and inches here at the 7. I think we'll try and get him off guard here with drive. Now we'll just play it safe. We'll just try and run it. 3 tight ends out there. Garcia ahead, and he will be stuffed there at the goal line. So we will have a 1st and goal at the 1. And we're going to let some time drip off the clock here. Now at 1:25 remaining, we'll give to Garcia. And he does find the end zone for his first career touchdown with the Owls. Came over from Kent State, and he kind of just disappeared there, levitating or something as he went ghost. I'm going to imagine he's celebrating there. You see our guys are celebrating with a ghost, but Garcia gets the touchdown here with 1:22 remaining. Probably left too much time on the clock for Indiana, but we really can't be beggars can't be choosers. We needed to get into the end zone, but now it all comes down to getting this 2-point conversion. So we go flanker under. And for those who watched last year's episode, the last game, we had a 2-point conversion for the win, at the buzzer, but did not get it. Carson Kent dropped it. I don't know if I like this look. We've already burned a timeout. And we'll try slants instead. Bryson takes the snap. And we have Moss there for the 2-point conversion as we have clawed our way back. Originally up 17-0. We fell behind, but here we get a late touchdown, the 2-point conversion, as we try to force this to overtime, but still plenty of time for Indiana. 1:22, 3 timeouts, as they are going to return this one. Breaks an arm tackle, and a good return that time for the Hoosiers as they bring that to the 28. Let's see if our defense can hold here down the stretch. I don't have too much confidence, although it hasn't been a bad game for our defense, but we just have not gotten timely stops as it's gone on. Another pass there for Surratt, as Indiana will call their first timeout. Now 1:11, Indiana at the 42-yard line. Gonna go over the top, and Tyler Hollum able to get up and knock that one down. Omar Cooper on the target. We'll bring out dime now, see if this works for us a little bit better. 2nd and 10. Little dump off there for the tight end. Sidney Porter gets downhill for the stop. As Indiana now going to run hurry up here, 3rd and 3. So stop here, we do have a chance of maybe getting the ball back. It's over the middle. Devin Ross had it in his hands. Had the interception in his hands, would have given us some good field position to work with. But we'll take the 4th down, as Indiana is going to have to punt here. They had a chance to steal the game. Garcia a fair catch at the 20, so we have to work up probably at least like 50 yards or so if we want a chance at a game-winning field goal. Bryson takes the snap. Just go underneath for Dobson. And we'll hurry it up. Bryson. Gonna try and scramble for the first. And we do get it, so we'll call another timeout this time. And we'll just give 4 verts a shot. Why not? And Benyard is still out there. I don't know what's going on with that. Definitely took him out because of that wear and tear, but the game has had other plans for us. We'll just dump that off for Garcia. And he does get back to the 1st down, or he does get the 1st down, so the clock will stop. We'll hurry back, go inside smash here. Try and get Benyard, and he can't hang on there at the 40. That would have done wonders to get us into field goal range. But Benyard cannot hang on, so maybe 1 or 2 more chances here to work inside field goal range. 12 seconds remain. And Bryson going to be sacked, so that's going to all but diminish our hopes of a last-minute drive there to win the game. So we will just take that into overtime instead. 28-28 here from Bloomington. A very good effort from our Owls. We couldn't hold that big lead we had earlier. As we see the rules there, coin toss for choice of offense, defense, of course. And then we get 2 possessions for the first 2 overtimes from our 25. We do win the toss, though, so of course we're going to go on defense first. And here come the Hoosiers starting the first overtime period here at the 25-yard line. And they'll start with a pass here, Tyler Cherry. And he's almost sacked, still now moving there in the pressure, in the pocket, does get it off. And that's going to be a big swing there to Green, 3 yards, but you avoid the 5+ yard loss there on the sack. That would have been great to set the tone here to start this overtime period. As it's now 2nd and 7. They'll go to the run game here for Wilson. Tough run there. Thought he was going to be stopped after just a yard or 2, but fights ahead. And he gets the first down. Now 1st and 10 at the 15. Cherry going to give back to Wilson. And he'll be taken down after 4. Now 2nd and 6 at the 11. They go right back to Green this time. They do go back to the run game, though. Breaks a couple tackles and then finds his way. Why are we not bringing him down? We're just pushing him. They're pushing him towards the sideline. He just busts out, and he finds pay dirt. So now all the pressure on Kennesaw State to find the end zone here, as we will get it from Indiana's 25, a chance to tie it up. And in this situation, I'm kind of considering just going for 2 for the win here. But you got to get the score first. Coach suggestions, they want just 4 verts. I don't know about that one. I think we'll try a screen here. We haven't really run any screens. We haven't really even had time for them to develop, but hopefully that changes this time. We do get it off for Garcia. Good blocking ahead. As we do kind of run into our own block. Could have played that a little bit better. Now we'll try flanker under. I think this is what we had on the 2-point conversion. And then we audible to slants. We'll go to a run instead here. I want to say Benyard is a little bit more healthy at this point. Or actually, it looks like he's not. With that orange bar there at the bottom. But we do get the first. And again, they're just telling us 4 verts. Why are they so adamant about 4 verts in this spot? Try Y stick. As Bryson takes the snap. Quick one there for Moss. And he can't hang on. That would have been a first down inside the 5. But Christian Moss could not hang on. So we'll try dagger this time. As Bryson takes the snap. Quick one underneath there for Carson Kent. He gets head for 7 now. 3rd and 3. Going to run it up the middle here with Garcia. As he does get ahead for the first. Now 1st and goal at the 4. We're going to bring out play action, although I don't know if we're going to stick with it. We will. Try and get Dobson there. And he can't hang on for the tying touchdown. So we had Moss, Dobson, a couple big drops here on this overtime drive. Now 2nd and goal. We'll give it back to Garcia. And he gets ahead for the touchdown, although there is a flag. And I think that's Zacchaeus Williams, or maybe Kalari Gordon at guard. And that's Kalari Gordon, a freshman, the first-year starter at right guard. And that's absolutely huge. Instead of a touchdown, now 2nd and goal at the 13. That's a really, really big penalty. Now Bryson. And we had Dobson, I think, into the corner. And Bryson takes the sack. Mikael Kamara, his big day continues. And now this one has gotten a little out of hand. 3rd and goal at the 21-yard line. And we're going to call a timeout, bring out a different formation. So 2 plays to get 21 yards here into the end zone. Bryson takes the snap, going to roll to the right. Just launch that up for Bohannon. And he can't come back to make the play. I think that was D'Angelo Pons back there in coverage. And wow, it looked like we had the touchdown. We're going to go for 2 for the win. But Kalari Gordon, that holding call, sets us back. And now it all comes down to this. I think we'll just have Benyard. We wanted him on a vertical route. Throw him on a post. As Bryson takes the snap into the end zone. for Dobson, and that's going to be intercepted. And they're going to take it out. Imagine he fumbles there. We scoop it for a touchdown. And Indiana is going to secure it here in overtime. Very, very good game from our Owls. We had it there at the end. We had a couple chances to get it into the end zone. We actually did get it into the end zone. But Kalari Gordon, that holding call is going to haunt me. Kind of like the Carson Kent dropped 2-point conversion from last year. Elijah Surratt, the player of the game, 12 catches, 118 for 3 touchdowns. Tremendous performance from him. Tyler Cherry, a very good game from the freshman quarterback. And despite, collapsing from a 17-0 lead, still very proud of this team against a Power 4 opponent on the road. Not an easy, draw to the schedule to start here for our Owls, but we played very well, and I'm proud of our team's efforts. Obviously, we have a lot of room to grow, still with just, a 65 overall quarterback, a lot of talent, a lot of holes, around the roster. But we'll get there. This is where I'm going to leave you, folks. Thank you so much for watching. It was a fun game. Really wish we could have pulled out the overtime victory for you. But we're just not quite at this stage, to compete with these Power 4 schools. Although we did put up a good fight here today, but they're just in a different class despite, what the overall ratings say. Of course, they've had more time to kind of build their culture, build their atmosphere, build their program. So we're going to get there. It might take a little bit, but we will get there. So as always, everybody, it's been real, and be well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.